The 2026 generation of BMW's X family is shaping up to be as transformative as it is evolutionary, merging aggressive styling cues, advanced electrification, and bold tech moves that point toward the company's future direction. On the exterior, subtle yet powerful design refinements are evident across the range. The X6, for example, adopts a coupe-like roofline, widened stance, sharp air intakes and bold contours that amplify its athletic posture. The X5 meanwhile receives a refreshed front end, redesigned kidney grilles, optionally illuminated, coupled with arrow-shaped LED headlights and more pronounced DRLs lend it a more aggressive face. Sculpted surfaces, chrome accents, and the availability of 22-inch wheels further reinforce its commanding presence. Inside, BMW is pushing luxury cues forward. The curved BMW display setup, combining a 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster and a 14.9-inch central info screen running BMW OS 8.5, becomes more or less standard for many X models, integrating with ambient lighting, soft materials, optional extended merino leather, glass control elements, and panoramic glass roofs to create a modern, premium cabin environment. Performance and powertrain offerings remain broad to satisfy different buyer priorities. The X6 in its X-Drive 40i trim comes with a 3.0-liter inline-6 augmented by a 48-volt mild hybrid system, while the M60i uses a 4.4-liter V8 also with mild hybrid support, and both share an 8-speed sport automatic transmission and BM's X-Drive all-wheel drive system. The X5 in 2026 offers multiple variants: the S-Drive 40i rear-drive version, the X-Drive 40i all-wheel drive model, a plug-in hybrid X-Drive 50e blending a turbo inline-6 with an electric motor for combined output around 483 horsepower, and higher performance versions such as the M60i. Acceleration statistics are strong. The X5 X-Drive 50e reaches 0 to 60 mph in approximately 4.6 seconds, the S-Drive 40i in 5.3 seconds, X-Drive 40i in 5.2 seconds, and the M60i around 4.2 seconds. Top speeds are generally capped at 130 miles per hour for non-M derivatives, while the M and competition variants push toward 155 miles per hour or beyond with optional performance packages. In towing capability, the X5 models equipped with the factory hitch can manage up to 7,200 pounds. BMW continues to offer adaptive suspensions, M Sport or available air suspension, and intelligent torque vectoring via X-Drive to ensure a balance of comfort and dynamic response across conditions. On the tech and safety front, BMW is stepping up the sophistication across its X line. Standard driver assistance features now include active blind spot detection, lane departure warning, forward collision mitigation, and available highway assistant with active lane change and emergency stop support. In terms of connectivity, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard. Remote engine start is available, standard on certain trims, via the My BMW app. Real-time traffic services and over-the-air updates augment the ecosystem. But beyond incremental upgrades, BMW is making a bold move in its integration of new operating systems and display technologies. At CES, the company revealed a next-generation iDrive that projects a full 3D heads-up display across the windshield, integrating navigation overlays, driver assistance info, and road cues directly in the driver's field of view, effectively replacing conventional gauge clusters across future models. This system, tied to BMW's new OS X panoramic iDrive efforts, is expected to begin rolling out in late 2025 into the 2026 models. Meanwhile, BMW announced that its China-built models will adopt Huawei's HiCar Smart Connect framework, allowing seamless coupling between smartphones running Harmony OS and vehicle systems, a localized move that may influence BMW's global connectivity strategy. Electrification plays a critical role in the 2026 roadmap of the X series. The new X3 Na5 is one of the most important models BMW is launching, built on the new E-Class architecture rather than a carryover ICE platform. This electric compact SUV features a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup, an 800-volt battery architecture, fast DC charging capability, up to 400 kilowatts, and an EPA projected range and charge envelope that rival top EV competitors. The Na5 X3 debuts with 108 kWh usable battery capacity, capable of charging from 10% to 80% in around 21 minutes, and boasts features such as the Heart of Joy control unit to handle driving dynamics with ultra-low latency. This model signals BMW's push toward a software-defined vehicle era, where over-the-air updates, integrated digital cores, and centralized compute will be as crucial as powertrain specs. Beyond the X3, reports suggest that BMW is preparing to launch a fully electric X5, possibly dubbed the X5, by 2026, expanding its electrified SUV lineup in line with its target of having a major share of EVs in its portfolio by 2028. That said, the X5 and certain high-performance EVX models may still rely on an evolved version of the cluster architecture platform rather than the full NUI class structure, due to compatibility with existing ICE derivatives. In parallel, BM's long-term vision under the NUI class umbrella promises up to 30% improvements in range, 30% faster charging, and reductions in drivetrain production cost while standardizing electrical architectures across future combustion and electric models. Despite the excitement around electrification, some 2026 X models remain relatively unchanged under the skin. The 2026 X5, for instance, is noted by observers to carry over many mechanical and chassis components from its predecessor, foregoing major engineering upheaval in favor of refinement and new features. In evaluations, its driving behavior is praised for its composure and luxury feel, even if it lacks the sharpness of smaller, more sport-oriented BMWs. The interior remains comfortable and tech-rich, albeit with a familiar architecture. But the value of the refresh lies in its aesthetic upgrades, feature enhancements, and alignment with BM's broader software and connectivity shifts. BMW's overarching strategy for the X family in 2026 positions these models not just as robust SUVs, but as key nodes in its transition to electrification, digital integration, and global adaptation. The blending of refined internal combustion versions with fully electric models under a unified design ethos and digital architecture allows BMW to cater to a wide market while gradually steering toward an EV future. For enthusiasts of the X line, 2026 offers a fascinating intersection of tradition and innovation, familiar engine choices and driving dynamics enhanced by radical display technology, software platforms, new electric variants, and region-specific integrations like HiCar in China. In sum, the 2026 BMW X range is less about a complete reboot and more about a bridge into BMW's next era. It refines the familiar while layering in the tech and electrified underpinnings that will define the next decade of SUVs. For buyers still valuing combustion performance, the latest X6 and X5 variants deliver polished power and luxury. For EV adopters, the X3 and upcoming X5 mark pivotal steps toward BM's fully electric X lineup. Meanwhile, the sweeping upgrade of the cockpit experience, through panoramic windshield displays, unified compute systems and OTA updates, offers a glimpse of how future driving will feel. The X series in 2026 therefore serves as both a finale to certain traditional BMW eras and as the launchpad for what comes next.